Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. Today we're at Holmes Honda here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and this is the 2023 Honda Ridgeline. It's the Black Edition trim level we're going to be taking a look at. The Honda Ridgeline starts with a base price of $38,800, and in today's video we are going to try to answer the question, is the 2023 Honda Ridgeline still a viable mid-size truck option? Tell you what, if you read the comments section after this video has been up long enough and has a few comments on it, you will see owners singing the praise of this truck. That will definitely help to answer that question. And this truck has a lot of great features. You've got a plentiful amount of space within the interior. The independent rear suspension gives this truck a non-truck-like ride quality. You have the multi-function tailgate that really has a lot of great ability to make things a lot easier than they might be otherwise, such as gaining access to the bed trunk right here, something that really sets the Ridgeline apart from many others on the market as far as its competitors go. And being the Black Edition, it's going to have the Black Edition trim, the Black Edition wheels, the Black Edition badging, and the Black Edition interior. You're going to find the Black Edition logo here on the seat backs, as well as the red accents throughout. Maybe that'll give you a little bit better view right there. You will also find the red ambient lighting. I will try to find a dark enough space somewhere where we can park later in the video and let you see what that actually looks like. As we take a look around the truck, we are going to have some LED lighting, such as with the LED headlights. We're also going to have the LED fog lights down there on the lower portion of the bumper. You saw the Black Edition logo here on the front end at the beginning of the video. You also have the gloss black grille and brow across the top instead of being chrome. Tell me what you think about that. Would you rather have chrome, or do you like the gloss black? You're also going to have the air curtains built into the front end right here, which is going to help to improve gas mileage. That's always a good thing. The black 18-inch wheels on this standard all-wheel drive truck. That means no matter what trim level of the Ridgeline you buy for 2023, it is going to come in all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive is gone, in case you didn't know, as of 2021. Tire size, 245 on the width. It's going to have a 60 series sidewall, part of what contributes to a smooth ride quality. And the gloss black mirror caps with the turn signal indicators built in for the manually folding, heated, and power adjustable side view mirrors. The exterior color on this model is platinum white, by the way. And there is the remote with remote start built in. I know that's very important to a lot of you as far as how this truck works and what its features and functionality are. I can't say that I blame you for that. If you want to tow, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Have the LED taillights and dual exhaust back here. The payload numbers come in at 1,509 up to 1,583 pounds. And as you can see, you have a conventional use for the tailgate. But like I showed you earlier, you already saw that you can also swing it open. Right there, just below the all-wheel drive logo is how you're going to make that happen. And here's a good advantage of that beyond just using the lockable bed trunk. If you have something that you need to get to inside the bed, well, you don't have to worry about being back here where the tailgate would normally be. So that has a lot of benefit. We're going to have 2 tie downs in the front, 2 in the rear on both sides for a total of 8. And we'll take a look at what we're going to have in this area, if I can get that to open right there. A little bit of storage space as well as a power outlet. And you will also find the LED lighting inside the bed. Now let's talk a little bit more about this bed trunk. The good thing about it is that you can fill it with ice, and you actually can have partitions in here, 3. They go in these slots right here, and that can partition this off into 4 different areas. And so you could put certain drinks in one area and other drinks in another area, snacks, all that good stuff. When the ice melts down, you have the built-in drain plug right there that just makes it super simple. And you could use this area for more than just tailgating and things like that. You could also use it for putting dirty boots or whatever goes back here that you can hose down and clean off, all that good stuff. And you do have the tray that actually slides out right here with the spare tire on it and all the tools that are necessary to change that tire in the event that you ever need to do so. And here under the hood, is the 3.5-liter Honda V6. It puts out a plentiful 280 horsepower. That does a good job of getting the Ridgeline down the road. The torque numbers come in at 262. It's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. And let's talk a little bit about MPGs. In fact, I don't know how well you can see it because of the glare, but I'll tell you what they are. 18 city, 24 highway, 21 combined. And Honda says you should use 4.8 gallons of gas per every 100 miles you drive. And if you're curious to know, the gas tank size is 19.5 gallons. You'll come in here and push the button right there to open the gas door. And one advantage to that, obviously, is that it doesn't matter if the truck is locked or unlocked, this gas door is always locked. When it comes to the rear seating area, here's an advantage. Now, you can have the optional cover for the bed. So if you had cargo back there, it would stay nice and dry. But if you needed to put something in the cab when you don't have that cover, here's what you can do. You can raise the seat cushions up like this. You can obviously do it on both sides. I've just done one. But you can do that on both sides, and then you have extra storage space where you can store whatever and keep it nice and dry. Now, there are not any door bins here. Maybe we'll see that when the Ridgeline receives a full redesign. Not sure when that's going to happen, but hopefully that will soon. And we're also going to have the cup holders built in. That helps make up for the lack of the door bins. And then we also have the fold-down armrest here. And a big advantage of this design is the location of the cup holders. You can have 2 cups in there for your rear seat passengers, and they can still use the fold-down armrest as an armrest. And then we're going to have the rear seat pockets, a little bit of extra storage. Also, the dual air conditioning vents will be accompanied by the dual USB ports. We're also going to have the conventional size sunroof. Would you like to see a panoramic sunroof in the future with the Ridgeline? If you happen to have a door bin snob in your life, well, they better call shotgun or hop in the driver's seat, because the front doors do have upper and lower door bins. Cup holder options as well, quite a bit going on there. A little bit of black trim, or a gloss black trim, similar to that of what we see with the Honda Odyssey minivan. And we will have the power seats for the driver and the passenger. Now, those are heated only, unless you're fortunate enough to live in Canada, where you can get ventilated and heated. Large glove box here, and as you can see, we have more connectivity options with the USB connectivity right there. Also a 12-volt power outlet, and a lot of gloss black trim here. Some like it, some don't. Tell me which one you are. You do have the convenience of a wireless charging pad. You have the armrests built into the seats that can be repositioned, and then plenty of space down here inside of the center console, and another USB and 12-volt power outlet option can be found within. And then the conversation mirror is right there, as well as the multitasking area right here, because it's not only the conversation mirror, it's also the sunglass holder. And those 2 switches right here are how you can control the tilt and sliding function of the sunroof. And taking a look in through the driver's side door, obviously you're going to have a few more controls here as far as controlling the windows. And you do have seat memory. Something at the price point of this Ridgeline, even though it's not as high as a lot of vehicles out there, I still believe you should have seat memory on the passenger side as well. And some of the safety features here, you do have Honda sensing, by the way, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control, all of those great features are here. And here is where you're going to control the power, those heated power side view mirrors. You can turn Econ mode on and off right there, and you can drop this lever to adjust the tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. And we'll go ahead and start things up, show you the dashboard here. Obviously no changes here for 2023, but just so you can see what is here. Very easy to use. You've got the digital speedometer up there and all of the other gauges, as you can see. You can control the brightness right here depending on what you want things to look like. We're going to turn that all the way up. We have the steering wheel mounted controls and the shifter paddles here on the steering wheel to control that 9-speed automatic transmission. Here's everything for the windshield wipers and the headlights and those seldom used blinkers, at least here in Northwest Louisiana. Now, you can see some of that red ambient lighting here on the infotainment screen. As far as what is available here. You can see some of the features and the functionality. You've got multiple areas right here that are blank. And why is that? Well, if you wanted to actually move something from that page to, say, right here on this other page, there you go. You can do that, and you can hit OK. Let's try that one more time. There we go. And, well, there you go. Just in case you were wondering, why are there so many blank pages there? It is possible to make those changes. Let's see if I can get that over there. I think we did that. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Come on. We won't worry about that right now. But you can see what all is here as far as your different features and functionality go. Now, one thing I did want to show you that we didn't talk about earlier is the in-bed truck audio. You've got that right there. I don't have all that turned on. And something else that I know people like to know about, does it have navigation built in? The answer here is yes. Let's see if Tom can make that come up. There we go. Had to do that a second time. But you can see what is all going to be capable here, all your capabilities are. Very easy system to use, very easy to learn. You're going to have your home and back button basically right here where you can hit that and go back to the previous screen. You also have the handy dandy knob to control everything with the steering wheel, something that I know a lot of you like. The push button here for starting and stopping the engine, and the dual zone climate control. And like I told you, we only have heated seats here. I wish we had ventilated seats in the US. Maybe that'll come in the future with the Ridgeline. We will just have to wait and see. And last but not least, as far as this portion of the video goes, here is the rear view camera, the multi-view rear view camera. You have 3 different views there. Nothing new and nothing over the top fancy, but it does have a lot of good functionality. And for those who were wondering if I was going to put the Honda Link option back where it originally was, yes, I did. And before we go on the test drive, I did want to hopefully give you a good shot of the red ambient lighting. I think the camera's picking it up well in the footwell for the passenger side. You can see the lighting surrounding the cup holders, and there's also some inside of the door bins here in the front. Let me see if I can swing around here over to the driver's side, and hopefully, there we go, you can see that a lot better. And probably not picking it up real well because of the light coming out of the windows up there, but you can see when I turn the headlights on what that looks like. There's the brights, and there's the LED headlights. And then when I turn everything off, you can see the difference on the navigation between lights on and lights off. Okay, we're gonna get out on the road for our test drive now with the Ridgeline. And one thing that I goofed and forgot to tell you about, you may already know, but the multiple driving modes. There's normal, snow, mud, sand. Let's see, I think there's one more. Normal, snow, mud. Yeah, that's what it is, sand. And then there is D and S on the button down here on the push button shifter, which obviously is between drive and sport mode. I know some people call it sequential mode, but essentially what it is sport mode. You really don't have any trouble getting down the road with the Ridgeline. It has plentiful horsepower, at least based on my driving experiences. It would be nice to try out towing a trailer sometime, having some weight in the bed, and just seeing what the differences are. If you're an owner of a Ridgeline, tell us what your experience has been when towing, as far as what you've towed and what the experience has been like. Was it with a 2021 through 2023 that comes standard with all-wheel drive, or maybe you have a front-wheel drive version? I'm curious to know what the differences might be. Obviously, I would imagine there are some between the two. All-wheel drive is going to tow better than front-wheel drive. But overall, a very enjoyable truck to drive, easy to get around with. I know a lot of people give the Ridgeline an extremely hard time and say it's not a truck. I know it's definitely not a conventional truck, that's for sure. But for the segment of people who own Ridgelines, like I said earlier in the video, if you check out their comments, you're going to find out that they are definitely saying a lot of positives. But let's have some of you be really honest. Tell us about something maybe that you don't like, something you would like to see change in the future. I'm always curious to know. No vehicle is perfect, obviously, so I don't want to nitpick it or anything like that, but I don't own a Ridgeline, so I don't have the everyday driving experience that a lot of you watching this video will have. And so ultimately, it's a really solid truck for the right person. Easy to see out of. It has all of the latest and greatest safety features from Honda. Now, one thing that I wish Honda would bring back, I know it's gone for good, at least as far as I know, because I haven't seen it in quite a long time, that's Honda Lane Watch, where when you turned on the right side blinker, you would see the blind spot off of your side view mirror on the right-hand side of the truck on the right side over there. It would have been nice to have that on both sides, but I know a lot of people are missing that and saying, gee, I wish Honda would bring that back. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. So tell me what you think. Is the 2023 Honda Ridgeline still a viable mid-size truck option? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'm always curious to see what your feedback is. And tell Honda what you would like to see change on the Ridgeline in the future. That could be helpful, you never know, since there's no word about whether or not we're going to see a 24 Ridgeline that is fully updated. Typically by this time Honda has said something, but that doesn't mean something isn't going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. I have to say a special thanks to my friends here at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Ridgeline for the day, and a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to take the time to watch and give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn about other vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.